Yeah, there we go. Let's go in with our saber. Very nice. Oh, look at that. Hello Reformers and welcome back to Prophecy of Pendor. Now, when we left off, we were in the north, in the Ravenstern's territory, and we'd been fighting a couple of these guys, because I'm attempting to take them prisoner as much as I can, and hopefully sell them to the nearest ransom broker for a tidy profit. And obviously along the way, gaining a little bit of extra something here and there, like renown and maybe some honor as well, dependent on if we can maybe help some people in the process. Maybe if we encounter any bandits that are infesting a particular village, for example, we might be able to get a little bit of honor from that. And my couch lance damage is absolutely abysmal, as it is always, isn't it? Yes, anyway, there's 88 damage, actually not too bad. Oh yes, I should probably also mention that I do have some merchandise available, so if you'd like to have a t-shirt or a hoodie or maybe even a mug with the Reformers branded logo, then you can check that out through the link in the description. And it's also in a pinned comment. Anyway, there you go. That was pretty easy. Not as good as I had wanted, really. Ooh, very nice. That's what I want to see. Yes, I love having some gauntlets. Because it's pretty cold. It's pretty cold up here. And it's nice that we actually have a couple of gloves now. Yes, that's exactly what we want to see. Alright, so let's just take that. I haven't been able to sell the rest of the prisoners just yet, as I decided to go into the mountains. I was able to, by the way, in the previous episode, I was able to avoid that Jatu warband. They came straight out here, and I just went and just went around them. And they did decide to try and intercept me, but I was fast enough, just about, to get past them. Anyway, let's level up these fellows. Should we go for brigands or bandits? Let's actually... brigands actually don't level up into anything else, so let's just go for bandits. And we're going to go for some of these guys, and we'll just see what they become. Okay, so they don't become anything else, but you can see here that they actually have some pretty good armor. Look at those guys. They're pretty good. Alright, so let's just go and get the rest into soldiers, as they're probably going to become lancers of some kind, and it would be kind of nice to have full cavalry eventually. But now, I've actually just noticed that I've spent all of my money on upgrading forces, and now I am probably in pretty big trouble. Anyway, let's level up our intelligence, get some more pathfinding. What else do we want to go for? Well, trainer skill is obviously definitely something that we probably want to go for eventually. I think at the moment I'm probably going to just go for inventory management, and then... Ooh, I guess we are going to need eventually to... Well, let's just go for another point in Weapon Master. Just going to literally try and get as much archery proficiency as possible. But saying that, I don't have the power draw skill available. You know, I need at least 6 or 7 to be able to use the extremely good bows. So, gonna need to get that strength up, but obviously we're gonna wait a little bit before we use one of the gems to get that potion, because at the moment we're still reasonably, well, low level, and we're gaining levels okay. You know, we're able to get kills on some pretty high level units and get the good experience from that. Anyway, let's go and attack the bigger band of bandits, a notorious outlaw. Yes. Well, we're gonna deal with him, aren't we? Anyway, 26 versus 20, and wow, we're actually very, very close by to the opponents. I'm just gonna tell everyone to charge in, basically. I don't really mind what happens to them. I think that in general, if they do end up dying, then that's just how it's gonna have to be, and we're just going to go with the flow in regards to that. And hopefully I'm able to... I just don't exactly know. I don't know why I'm not able to couch lance these guys. Maybe I need to go into first person to be able to do that a little bit more accurately, because these guys are on horses and it does tend to mess with your perception a little bit when you're trying to do these things. So maybe that's what I should do. So I'm going to try that with this guy. It's annoying that he's a horse archer. Yes. Yes, you are annoying, aren't you? You horse archer scoundrel. Well, never mind. You can see here that our Barclay soldiers and sappers are doing such a fantastic job that I don't even know whether I really even need to do anything. This guy, however, is being very annoying, and I am going to try and eliminate him. I'm actually going to try and herd him back to my forces, but I don't exactly know whether that's going to work out, so maybe I could just... Nah, he's wily, isn't he? Oh yeah, we can just take out that guy instead then. Thank you very much. Okay, so now maybe I'll be able to catch him up. Oh no, never mind. He's well on the ball, isn't he? He's very, very perceptive. Able to see when he's being eliminated, and, well, he's being eliminated now, that's for sure. Okay, now let's see if I can just get him. Ah, that was very close, but I think I wasn't fast enough to be able to get the couch perfectly in there, and, yeah, the sofa as well, and the kitchen sink, because we don't have any of those. Anyway, let's see if I can maybe stop this guy from running around a little bit, and, yeah, I think he's probably going to die very soon. Oh, there we go, never mind. I'll just take out the notorious outlaw. There we go. Alright, so another 3 renown. As it happens, I'm basically just trying to get enough renown and enough honor to be able to become a mercenary for the Kingdom of Sarlian. That is basically the first thing that I'm attempting to do here. And then the second thing is obviously to become a vassal of some sort. So anyway, let's take all of this, as I did spec into inventory management a little bit so that we can actually capitalize off our looting skill, and we're going to take a couple of pieces of food as well. There we go. Alright, so we're going to get some refugees, we're going to get some of these as well, and hopefully that's going to give us a reasonable amount of cash. I don't know whether I should go back to Poinsbrook or whether I should literally just go back to Rain and make my way back to the Kingdom of Sarlian, because it would probably be a good idea to start doing a couple more tasks for the vassals in the area, and also to probably get away from a very large band of, well, Mist Mountain Army. It's right there. You can see that. It's got, what is it now? 600? Yes. 600. Wow. That's pretty crazy. Hopefully we'll be able to take one of those apart as time goes on, when we actually gain an army capable of doing that. Ooh, there's another bandit party right there. Another 14 of them over here. Okay, well, I have no more money to be able to level up our forces. So hopefully once I have visited Rain, we'll be able to do something like that. But yeah, let's just see whether that's actually the case. Let's head in there. And maybe there's a ransom broker. Maybe I should have checked Poinsbrook for the ransom broker. Ah, I think this is a ransom broker. Yes, it is. Nice. Alright, so no rumors just yet, unfortunately. Able to sell our prisoners for 1,000. Pretty good. Not bad. There's a young Ravenstern noble there. They do become hero adventurers. In one of my previous series of Pendor, I did make the goal of basically creating an army entirely out of adventurers and hero adventurers. And suffice it to say, we were pretty powerful. We were pretty powerful, but as it stands, that didn't really... I don't know, it was good. Don't get me wrong about that. It was very, very good and very powerful, but it did cost a huge amount of money, and I didn't really set up my economy that good, so it was kind of a double-edged sword. On the one hand, we were extremely powerful and able to kill basically anyone, and on the other hand, my coin purse was just void of anything, so yes, that's probably not the best idea. Anyway, I'm gonna be giving these things to our companions because they need some new boots. I'm pretty sure they need some new boots. And we're going to use these horses to speed ourselves up on the world map. Going to sell that. Going to sell this as well. And of course we do have these pieces of armor here. So I think with the next couple of levels I might decide to level up my strength a little bit. I think that might make sense. And I'm going to level up sell swords here because I'd like to get some mercenary crossbowmen or something like that. Alright, so we now have 3,000. Wow. 3,000. Wow, that's pretty good. Okay. I was actually thinking that it was going to take us a lot longer to get any kind of really, really good amounts of money, but obviously that's not too bad. Okay, so here's the thing. Am I going to try and attack these guys? This is a Jatu Black Hand tribesman band. They have raiders, they have battle riders, they have 5 lancers. Are we going to be able to deal with them? That's the thing. Are we going to be able to deal with them? I don't know. I really don't. But what I do know is we're going to give So, what? She doesn't have 8 strength? Are you serious? Okay, I thought she had at least 8 strength. Okay, well, apparently not. Does he have 8 strength? Yes, he does. Okay, just about, I guess. Alright, so I'm gonna hopefully give him this. No, he obviously doesn't have 15 strength. Are you serious? Yeah, come on now. Alright, so Lethal Durin. I cannot, yeah, as you can see, I cannot just recruit him and then be like, oh, give me your gear, please. Yeah, the developers have also thought of that, obviously, because they do not want you going over to the best ever companions and taking their gear away and basically being like, hey, I've now got a really good bow, or whatever the case may be. But yes, obviously that's not going to happen. So are we going to attack the Jatu tribesmen? Maybe with these farmers. Maybe with these farmers we will be able to achieve some kind of victory? Should we try it? I'm a bit worried about this, actually. Alright, so I sat here for a couple of minutes just kind of humming and hawing whether I should decide to go in and actually help the farmers, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We're actually going to try and help them, but the problem with that is that I'm a bit worried about, well, getting lanced, because all these guys have lances, they all have pretty fantastic abilities, and they are very, very quick on their mounts as well. So the one thing that I can do is literally just kind of run these guys around a little bit and maybe do a little bit of damage that way, but you can see here that that didn't really work out too well when they were able to block me very easily. So maybe I can just head around here and maybe get a nice couch lance from the side or something like that, like this. Oh, you really? Come on now. Okay, no, I don't really want to attack Sarah, thank you very much, that would not be good. Alright, so now, here's the thing. This is the main reason why I was a bit dubious about actually initially even attacking the Jatu, because the Jatu Raiders are absolutely fantastic horse archers. They are really, really good, and they're going to be almost, I think probably almost impossible for our forces to catch them. So that's where I suppose the Rangers of the Clarion Call are going to come into it, because if they're not at full strength, whoa, that guy almost got me. He literally did. Okay, so yeah, if they're at full strength, then we should have a pretty reasonable time of things, but as you can see, this Jatu Lancer is not giving up. He is chasing us to the ends of the battlefield and trying his hardest to eliminate the leader of the opposition. And, well, I'd say that that in general is actually, you know, gonna work, but, oh yeah, there we go. That's what I like to see. Very nice. Maybe I can get a little bit more damage. Yeah, but as I say, these raiders are very good at what they do, and I'm not entirely sure if we're going to be able to succeed against them. So just cross your fingers, cross your toes, cross your ears and eyes and all that sort of thing, and then hopefully, with all of the luck, we will be able to achieve victory. But it really depends. It really depends on if I get killed, because obviously, I'm not really killing that much. But it's better than not being alive. So, I mean, I'm able to kill a couple of them, and I guess that's going to be the greatest thing that we're going to get here. I mean, look at that. That Jatu Raider was taken off his mount, and that's what we need. We need to get them off their mounts as soon as possible, and that's easier said than done. It's easier said than done. I mean, you know, taking them off their horses for these guys, for the Rangers of the Clarion Call, does seem to be relatively simple, because let's face it, the Clarion Call Rangers are probably much better in terms of stats, apart from against the Battle Riders. I think the Battle Riders probably are very similar in stats, but you get my meaning. They're very high tier units, and I think in general against any regular Jatu unit, like a Raider, they're probably not going to be that good. There we go. Nice. That was some nice damage. Alright, so we only have one enemy remaining, and yeah, I guess that's what we've just got to do. When we're against the Jatu in the future, we've just got to make sure that we stay alive by leading the initial lancers that they have, battle riders or lancers or whoever they may be, leading them around a little bit, and then allowing our forces to kind of clean up a little. Anyway, there's 5 renowned for us, not too bad there, and we were able to inflict 3 casualties which I suppose is okay. And look at that, we've improved our relation with Izmirala, which is not too bad, even though it's actually not in Salian territory, which is kind of disappointing. But we do get a better horse. Look at that. It is a Jatu Hunter horse. Very nice. We also get a couple of other horses to add to our inventory, and I think we actually have more than is required now. So that's not particularly good. I'm actually going to be using a fine Jatu heavy saber, because personally, I like these. I like these things quite a lot. They are pretty good, so I'm going to be using that. I'm going to also be using this new Jatu helmet. And I'm probably going to be giving these other sabers to my companions as well, at least the ones that can use it. And look at that! We've actually got a bunch of prisoners that we've rescued, and now we have a party of 45. Not bad. Alright, so let's go over here. We have 3,400 now, and we're just going to continue leveling these guys up. And wow, that's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. Let's level the Ravenstern units that we just got into archers, and we're going to speak to Sarah here. She has no shield. Did we pick up a shield? No, of course we didn't. Is that? No, that's shield 3. And she's never going to be able to use that, not in due time at least. And she can't even use this. Yeah. Okay, well, what about Kasim? He is, well, technically both of them are using maces, but it seems to me that they're probably going to do a lot better if they just use regular attacking weapons. Haha, you know, cutting, piercing, etc. Because it seems as though the weapon reach on the blunt weapons that I've given them is not really giving them that much of a benefit. So we're probably just going to do it the old-fashioned way. And I am thinking I'm going to give this to Kasim. Okay, apparently he can't use it. Ah, it is riding skill 5. I don't think he has that at the moment. And otherwise, that's it. Alright, not too bad. We do have a couple of prisoners, so I'm just going to go back and head into Rain, and we're going to sell that, hopefully, to the ransom broker that is still here. Yes, she is. That's 738. Wow, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. Okay, and we can also sell our loot here, too. And... ooh, wait a minute, wait a minute. Maybe... that's a pretty awful bow, isn't it? I was thinking to myself, maybe I should give this bow to Kasim, because technically he is a horse archer. So it might have made sense, kind of, maybe, yes, no, Probably not. Probably not. I'm just going to sell my steel sword. I'm going to sell this as well. I mean, I'm literally just going to try and sell basically as much as I can, just to give us the maximum amount of profit. Because we are going to need another Weavery and Dye Works or an Iron Works or something very, very soon, and I think it would be a good idea to do it that way. Wait a minute, what is that? Masterwork Warhammer. Now that kind of thing is going to be an absolute beast when it comes to taking prisoners. Yeah, that would be pretty crazy. Is there anything else here that I can actually... whoa, that shield's pretty awesome too. But we've got some pretty decent shields. I'm using 2 shields right now, by the way, just in case one of them actually gets destroyed by a lance or something along those lines. But yeah, I realize that it's kind of redundant. Anyway. No, two-handed. Oh, that's no. Never mind. Alright, so yeah, we can now continue onward back to Salian territory, and if we do come across a couple of other bandits, then obviously we'll do battle with them and maybe try and take a bunch more of them prisoner. And that's exactly what I mean. At the moment, we don't really have the greatest prisoner ratio, if you know what I mean. We're pretty slow when it comes to taking prisoners. And so I think it might be an idea for me to try and save up for one of those maces. Not the one that is like 8,000, because obviously that's a bit too much for my liking. But something along those lines would probably make sense. Anyway, we're gonna probably sell... let's have a look here. I have 4 horses here, 3 horses here. As far as I'm aware, the limit for the amount of horses you can have in your inventory before they start becoming, shall we say, detrimental to your overworld speed is 6. As far as I'm aware, that is the limit. And so, I guess I'm going to get rid of one of these. So I'm just going to sell one of those sumpter horses. And then we can head onward from there. Maybe we should go into the tavern and just ask for a couple of rumors if there are any. Ah, a farmer. Yes, what's the matter, my good man? Okay, I'll help you with this village. Save the village of Vezine from bandits, and there it is over there. Alright, this is a good way to get honor, by the way, so hopefully we'll be able to improve our honor a little bit. Honor is going to be a very, very important stat for us later down the line when we create our own knighthood order as well. So, yes, I have 0 at the moment, which is pretty awful. So I'm going to try and see if I can get a little bit more there. I have 48 character renown, which is not the best. Not the best. Alright, so we have 70 HP right now. I'm going to have to wait a little bit, even though I don't really want to, because I'm probably going to get beset upon by some huge army or something if I just wait out here. But there's a some Red Brotherhood fellows over there. If they come closer, I might actually decide to attack them. Maybe we should just go over and attack them right now. Yeah, I'll leave it until after the bandits have been dealt with. 31 of them, and we are in the village. We are in the village, so let's see if we can win this. They do have quite a few, but we're obviously going to win in terms of numbers because we do have the villagers on our side. Yeah, there we go. Let's go in with our saber. Very nice. Oh, look at that. That was some pretty decent kills right there. Obviously, I am going to try and get as many kills as possible just to level up as quickly as possible as well. But the main thing is just completing this task and being able to get that much needed honor. You know, I think it might actually make sense for us to try and participate in some more battles, in some more big battles, so that we can take those vassals prisoner. And then, that's the thing, I'm thinking, I don't know, does taking vassals prisoner actually reduce your honor? I don't think it does. I think it only reduces honor if you do not accept the first ransom offering that you get. And, oh yeah, I have actually been told by a number of you in the comments that the ransom can be forced. So you yourself, if you are playing alongside me, or I can, or whoever is playing, can speak to the lords and basically just say, would you like to go free? And then they'll say yes, obviously, and then they'll give you a certain amount of money as a result. And that is pretty awesome, because then you don't have to wait for the potential escaping of the Lord, and you can just have a good grand old time. Anyway, I'm not going to be taking any of the money here because I don't particularly think that's worth it in comparison to the honor, and we're just going to go away from Vizine right here, and Sarah has advanced in level. Very nice. Let's actually spec her into a couple of things. She has 18 in agility. That is insane. Very insane. Okay, so I'm just going to give her 8 in strength just so that she can start using a couple more weapon types, because at the moment she doesn't really have the best. She actually has 5 in looting, which if I'd known I was actually going to be gaining her so early on in the game, I probably wouldn't have spec'd into looting myself. But yeah, I guess it's a good enough idea, because when she is training up our knighthood order units in agility and all the agility based skills and stuff, then I suppose that is the best idea. I mean, I'm just going to give her riding and athletics and all that sort of thing. Just going to try and get her as high as possible in terms of the agility skills. Anyway, let's go for some Pendor militia here and some Ravenstone archers. That seems fine to me. We now have 5,000 dinars, which is pretty good. And let's try and engage these guys, unless they're going to get absolutely murdered by some vassal or another. Because there's a bunch in this area. Yep, there's one. I don't really want to participate in a battle with a vassal, because I personally feel like that is just absolutely a waste of time. So yeah, because usually they're gonna absorb all of the renown, you know, basically they're gonna make it so that we are not getting any renown, and yeah, basically just make everything awful. So if we can do that without the vassal, then I'm pretty happy with doing it. And do they have any lances? Doesn't seem like they have any lances, so we should be in a pretty reasonable spot here to just continue doing our prisoner taking, and apparently killing horses as well, which I did not mean to do. Great. Oh well, never mind. I actually kind of hope that maybe sometime... Well, I know that this isn't kind of possible. I don't think it is possible, at least, but the Red Brotherhood bands that you see, like, in the countryside every now and again, I actually kind of hope that they're going to drop the map that you need to see their hideout, or to, you know, I don't know, kind of intimidate them enough so that you can be like, where's your hideout? And then they're going to be like, oh, I'll never tell you, and so on and so forth. And yeah, I actually kind of hope that that would be the case, but yeah, I don't think it is. I think it's just going to be that rumor thing, as always, unless it's been changed, obviously. We're taking quite a few of these guys prisoner, which I gotta say is obviously going to just add to our coffers, and eventually we're going to be able to get that second weavery and dye works. Maybe now that I have a little bit of honor, I will be able to become a, well, not a vassal, but become a mercenary for the Kingdom of Sarlian. I think that could be very advantageous because they're going to pay for most of my wages. And I have some pretty expensive wages right now, so it would be pretty fantastic to do that. So I'm going to try as quickly as possible to get down to the Kingdom of Sarlian, and maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to encounter one of the vassals. But I was going to say before my weekly wages kick in here, but you can see that the Weavery and Dye Works is currently giving me 533 from Sarlian. Not bad. Not the greatest, but not bad. And hopefully we'll be able to get our mercenary payment to also kind of buffer it a little bit so that we don't have to worry so much about the money just draining. Farmers fighting a heretic coven? Yeah, I don't really want to fight heretics right now, thank you very much. Oh, yeah, I do not want to fight those guys either. Yes, thank you very much, Baron. Come over here, I'd like to speak to you. And there's some highwaymen over there as well. Anyway, let's speak to this fellow. Yeah, okay, yes, thank you very much. Okay, so... yes, fantastic, yes. I will join the Kingdom of Sarlian. I certainly will do that. There we go. So we have now joined them. We've gained 1,800 dinars just for joining them. And hopefully, we'll be able to participate in a couple more battles as well. And now, also being a mercenary has unlocked... Well, hasn't really unlocked it, but it has given us more of an opportunity to raid villages in the Fyhrr territory as well. I think that could be pretty good. Alright, so let's level these guys up. More Ravenstone Archers, Ravenstone Warden, Crossbowmen. I'm just going to basically go for a lot of Crossbowmen and a lot of Archers in general, and then we're just going to go for Cavalry. We're kind of going to just waylay the amount of infantry that we have, because I don't necessarily think that that's going to be too good for us, because we are generally using a lance ourselves. Most of our companions are on mounts themselves as well. Anyway, let's see. Do they have gloves? It doesn't seem like our companions have gloves. I did pick up some gloves that give them +1 to body armor. It's kind of not worth it, is it? But I guess it's better than nothing. And do we want to give them anything else? I guess he can wear that, which is a little bit of a better piece of armor. And what about Sarah? I think she's already wearing some really good armor. Yes, she is. And what about shields? Did I get a shield? Didn't get a shield. Oh well, never mind. Alright, so let's go to the nearby Marlians, and I'm just gonna see... Ooh, they're fighting some Noldor Rangers. Well, if I was not part of the Kingdom of Sarlian right now, I'd probably join the battle against the not against the Noldor, against the Kingdom of Sarlian, and try and get some Noldor relation. But that's probably not going to happen. Alright, so once I came here with a small group of friends for a picnic. There were 10 of us, 2 ladies, 7 young lords, and me. We were attacked by a coven of heretics who thought we'd be easy pickings. 2 of the lads fled straight away, and the others proved no match for the coven. The 2 young ladies and I were left with 5 bloodthirsty heretics who planned to sacrifice us on the spot. The only sacrifices made that day were the lives of those heretics. When I was done, the ladies were in hysterics and the lads were all wounded. I concocted a tale for their sires of how their valor had saved us all. The lads knew who the real heroine was, but were ashamed to admit that I'd saved all their lives. For the rest of that summer, they went in terror that I'd reveal what had really happened. I thought to make a song about our adventure, but relented in the end and did not. Ooh, what a beast. What an absolute beast. Wow. Well, maybe we should ask her if she can actually just beat the heretics for us, because those heretics, I don't really want to fight them myself. That's kind of, it's not really good for me to go in there. Anyway, let's sell the rest of what I have here, gain another cool 1,000. And there we have it. And now basically the only thing I'm really worried about is getting taken prisoner and having this Qualis gem get stolen. in some way, so hopefully I'll be able to prevent that from happening. Oh, Sigismund is here. Oh my, Sigismund is one of the best companions we can get for, I think, strength training with the custom knighthood, so it would be pretty good for me to get him. Do you think I can get him? He's also an extremely good trainer. So, oh, he's only 4,000. Join us, Sigismund. Yes, and I'm going to speak to the farmer as well and see if we can help some more farmers, because obviously honor is the name of the game. Anyway, 715 dinars from the ransom broker, and apparently... A few nights passed after dark when he was taking a stroll. He said that the Salian knights hold Warlord Zolkar in high esteem for his many acts of honor and bravery. Very few would care to cross lances with him, however. Well, Warlord Zolkar is pretty... You definitely don't want to fight him, that's for sure. Anyway, that will be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.